Welcome to the Predicted Playbook. I am your host, John Ryan, and this is my MLB angle of the day. This is a betting system I present every single day, along with the NHL and NBA angles of the day that are recorded under a separate video. So be sure to check them all out. They've been doing quite well. I am targeting the National League East Division today, a very tight division. I don't know if there really any team that can be threatening for the World Championship later on in the months to come. But right now, the New York Mets are on top with a 21-20 record, one game behind are the Braves, one game tied with the Braves are the Marlins. The Phillies are 1.5 games behind the Mets, and then Washington is only 2 games behind. So all 5 teams are really fighting to get the lead and then try to extend it. Which team that's going to be, I have no clue. The one clue I do have tonight is in the Marlins versus Philadelphia game, where the Phillies are traveling to Miami to take them on later tonight in a relatively early start at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what you're going to do with this system is you're going to bet on home favorites with a bullpen sporting a solid 3.75 or lower ERA in the season. And we're certainly talking about the Marlins in this case because recently the Phillies bullpen has been nothing short of horrifying. I know Baltimore has given up more than 80 runs in the last 11 games that they've played, but the Phillies are not a solid unit right now. In fact, they've only had the lead in a game when they've come out of the pen in one time, and there was another game where they actually overcame a deficit when the bullpen came in to relieve the starters. And despite the fact that we have Vincent Velasquez on the hill, who has not allowed more than one earned run in each of his last 4 starts, this system applies because it is looking at the visitor, who the Phillies are, with a starting pitcher that has not allowed more than 1 earned run in each of the last 3 starts. The team also is a National League opponent, which the Phillies are batting .240 or lower on the season. And the Phillies lineup has not been good, folks. It just has not been good. They may get it fixed down the road, but right now they're going up against a pitcher that I absolutely love in Sandy Alcantara. And Sandy Alcantara, as I had bet on him previously on one of these shows, and it might have been on the Manny's Pub show at 4 o'clock that airs Monday through Friday with my co-host Rob Vino and Tony Finn and a bunch of other stellar veteran professional guests that come on every day. We had Sandy Alcantara coming off a very poor start. He allowed 8 runs in just 1 1/3 innings. His history has been unbelievable coming off a bad start. That start occurred at Philadelphia. In his last start, he went 6 innings, allowed no earned runs, and just 2 hits against this same Philadelphia squad. So what has changed in a week? I really don't think much has changed on the Phillies end, and they're struggling. I expect them to continue to struggle. And, at the end of the day, the Miami Marlins might be the team that has the pitching staff that can take control of the National League East. And really, wouldn't that be a pleasant surprise for all of us? But for tonight, we are on the Marlins in this game using the money line. And that concludes today's show. I'll be on with an NBA angle of the day later this afternoon. I have Steve Merrill from Wager Talk coming on at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. In a little bit different show, we take sports betting and Wall Street and combine the two. We'll be sure to give you a free pick, but we're also going to be talking about Bitcoin and the short position that I tweeted from about 2 weeks ago and what our opinion is in the overall market. We're not financial certified planners. We're professional sports bettors, but we also dabble in the financial markets, which is a lot of fun and very similar to the types of marketplaces we see in sports betting. So for that, and the Break the Playbook and sportsmemo.com and wagertalk.com, may all the wins be yours. And make sure you come back tomorrow for another free pick.